Hello, my name is Hunter Eli, and I'm going to be reading the Bible, the Holy Bible. I'm going to be reading the NKJV version. I just got it today. I had the KJV version, but I didn't like that version, so preface to the New King James Version. The purpose of this most recent version of the King James Version is in harmony with the purpose of the original King James scholars, not to make new translation, but to make a good one better. The New King James Version is a continuation of the labors of the King James translators, unlocking for today's new readers the spiritual treasures found especially in the authorized version of the Holy Bible, while seeking to maintain the excellent form of the traditional English Bible. Special care has also been taken to preserve the work of the precision which the legacy of the King James translators. Where new translator has been necessary, the most complete representation of the original has been rendered by considering the definition and usage of the Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek words in their context. This translation principle, known as the complete equivalent, seeks to preserve accurately all of the information in text while presenting it in good literacy form. In addition to the accuracy, the translator have also sought to maintain those lyrical and devotional qualities that are so highly regarded in the King James Version. The thought flow and section of phrases from the New King James Version has been preserved wherever possible without sacrificing clarity. The format of the New King James Version is designed to enhance the vividness, devotional quality, and usefulness of the Bible. Words or phrases in italic indicate expressions in the original language that require clarification by additional English words, as was done in the King James Version. Poetry is structured as a verse to reflect form and beauty of the passage in the original language. The covenant name of God was usually translated from the Hebrew as Lord or God, using capital letters as shown in the King James Version. This convention is also maintained in the King James Version when the Old Testament is quoted in the New. The Hebrew text used for the Old Testament in the 1967/1977 Stuttgart edition of the Biblia Hebraica, with frequent comparisons to the Baumgart edition of 1524/25. Ancient versions of the Dead Sea Scrolls were consulted, but the Hebrews followed wherever possible. Significant variations, explanations, and alternative renderings are mentioned in the footnotes. The Greek text used for the New Testament is the one of the followed by the New King James translator. The additional text of the Greek-speaking churches, called the received text or Textus Receptus, first published in 1516. Footnotes indicate significant variants of the Textus Receptus as found in two other editions of the Greek New Testament. And New text. These variations generally represent the Alexandrian or Egyptian text type as found in the critical text published in the 26th edition of the Nestle Aland Greek New Testament, and in the United Bible Siddiqui 3rd edition Societies, third edition, Societies. M-text. These variations represent readings found in the text of the first edition of the Greek New Testament according to the majority text, which follows the consensus of the majority of surviving New Testament manuscripts. The textual notes in the New King James Version makes no evaluation but objectively presents the facts about variant readings. The Old Testament. The first book of Moses, called Genesis. The history of creation. In the beginning, God created heavens and the earth. The heavens were without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, and that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Then God said, Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, Let the waters under the heavens be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God said that it was good. And God said, Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed in itself on the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and the morning were the third day. Then God said, Let there be lights in the firmament and the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let there be for signs and seasons for the days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light on earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, and the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. And he made the stars also. God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth. Words in italic type have been added for clarity. They are not found in the original Hebrew or Aramaic. Oh, you can't see it. But, I mean, on this side of the paper. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Then God said, Let the waters abound from the abundance of the living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens. So God created sea creatures and every living thing that moves, with which the waters abounded according to their kind, and every winged birding according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the sea, and let the birds multiply on the earth. So the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Then God said, Let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping thing and beast of the earth, each according to its kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to its kind, and every according to its kind, and everything that creeps on the earth according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, Let us make man in our image, according in our likeness, Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created male and female, created them. Then God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth, subdue it, and have dominion over the very fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, see, I have given you every herb that yields seeds, which on the earth of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed to you, it shall be for food. Also, to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, in which there is life, I have given green herb for food. And it was so. Then God saw that everything he had made, and indeed it was very good. So the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth with all the hosts of them were finished. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he had rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. This is the history of the heavens and the earth when they were created. In the day of the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, before any plant of the field was in the earth, before any herb of the field had grown. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. But a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed a man of the dust of the ground, and breathed it into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Life in God's garden. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out the ground the Lord God made every tree grow that pleasant to the sight, was good for food. The tree of life was also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Now the river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became 4 river heads. The name of the first is Pishon. It is one of skirts the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is one which goes around the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Hikkadelkel. It is one goes towards the east of Assyria. The fourth river is Euphrates. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden, attend and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden you may freely eat. I will look up that word. I don't think I pronounced it right. But of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day you eat of it you surely die. And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him. Out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, brought to them Adam to see what he would call them, and whatever Adam called each living creature, that its name. So Adam gave names to all cattle, to the birds of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper comparable to him. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall on Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs, and closed the flesh in its place. Then the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man, he had made into a woman, and he brought her into the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother, and be shall join to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And they were both naked, and the man and his wife were not ashamed. The temptation and fall of man. Thank you.